Hey guys, Captain Foley here. How's it going? Hope you guys are well. We're back talking about Mandalorian. Um, gotta love Mandalorian. I mean, you just got to. I love him so much, I got a helmet, which I have a beef about with the new season, by the way. So, here's my Mando helmet. Looks pretty good, am I right? It's got this little thing here. See this? See how the black is up here? You got this little divot there. Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? In season 3, the black visor goes right to the bottom. And I hate it. Yeah. Um, Loving the season so far. The episode was great. But this cutout is something I really like. And in this season, it's just straight across the bottom. I don't know why you had to change the helmet. Why are you doing that? Stop it. It looked good before. This is way better. I don't know if anybody else noticed it or if it bugs anybody else, but it really bugs me. So I'll start off by saying I love the episode. Glad Mandalorian's back. It was very short. It's only 35 minutes. But overall, I liked it. But that one thing, the distraction that is this little bit, where the visor comes straight down, bugs me too much. Too much. I don't know why. Don't need to change it. The helmet was perfect. Leave it alone. However, they changed it. So I don't know what to make of that. It's just going to bug me for the entire season. I don't know if they did it to distinguish it from, that's the season 5 or the season 3 helmet. If it gives them an excuse to sell more. Thoughts? Did anyone else notice it? Does it bug anybody else? Should I just chillax and not complain? I mean, that's probably the most logical thing. But yeah, there's like my one major gripe of the episode out of the way. So there you go. So let's take this off. And no longer am I a Mandalorian. Anyway, there we go. Let's see what you fine folk are saying. All right. No, don't go away. There we go. All right. So, good evening, Aaron, CJ, Ozzy, Michael. To sell more toys. Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons. Better than expected, just not Baby Yoda rescuing. The helmet rule is dumb, though. How are you supposed to eat? Through a straw? Or you eat when there's no one around? You can take it off as long as no one can see you. So that's how you eat. You can take it off, just nobody can see you. That's all. Saw the difference in the helmet. Matt Boardman says, I didn't even notice that they changed it. Go back and watch. It irritates me because I loved, all through the first 2 seasons, I loved the way that looked. That little divot in the bottom. And it's gone now. Pumpkin Spice, you have to keep the helmet on from now on, or no more review for you. Well, too bad, because I took it off. It's okay, Cap. The helmet is just a refit. Sure. Ozzy. Oh, just saying hi to Matt. Yeah. So anyway, getting back to the situation at hand. Yes, loved this episode. The Apostate, whatever the hell it was called. Very unsatisfied with the length of it, and I'm also unsatisfied with the way it ended. Bo-Katan just in that huge castle all by herself. It's weird, and I feel like they are stretching it out a little bit, even though it's only 35 minutes long. The pirate stuff just felt a little bit extended, like too long. That being said, it was also super great to have High Minister, whatever his name is, Grief Karga, face off against the pirates and have Mandalorian standing by the tree like, is there a problem here, Magistrate? I thought that was fantastic. I just love the Mandalorian. I think he's awesome. It's really weird though, because now I'm watching like Last of Us and the Mandalorian, which I'm sure a lot of people are, and it's just weird imagining that it's the same person. But overall, I think it was fantastic. Still not a fan of his new ship. Honestly, the Razor Crest was much better, especially for extended travel. Grogu coming from the dome bubble up to the front seems a little odd, but it is what it is. The giant space whales in hyperspace, I kind of love that. I'm going to call them Gormaganders. I know it's a Star Trek thing, but Gormaganders it is. So, yeah. I wish the episodes were a little longer. Come on. Anyway, so any word on his new ship? The Galactic Pirates will destroy his Naboo starfighter. I like the pirate ship though. By the way, one of those I don't know what they're called, but if it was Star Trek, I'd call it a cleave ship, Klingon cleave ship, but it's not. And I'm not sure my Star Trek or my Star Wars terminology on it, but I love the cannons that point towards them. Very pirate-like, which I thought was cool. Adam Brown and Zellion, not squeezy, bad baby. Those things were hilarious. You find, we fix. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we fix. The Last of Us Mandalorians, yeah. And it's funny because the when they resurrected IG-11, it's very Pet Cemetery, where it's like zombie robot. I think it's kind of creepy that he wants to bring him back. He was a statue, he was dead essentially, but you want to bring him back. I think it's a little weird, but he needs a robot or a droid that he can trust, because he doesn't like droids, as we know from season 1, but this one he could trust. But it defaulted back to its original programming, which I thought was kind of interesting. I was wondering if that was going to happen when he did it. But yeah, I mean, and I honestly thought that at the beginning that the armorer, or whatever her name is, was making that helmet for Grogu. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And Sylvia thought the same thing when she watched it with me. So at the beginning, if you watch the end credits and you see the concept art for that creature that comes out of the water, the concept art is so much cooler, with the little horn on its nose, and it doesn't look like an alligator or a crocodile. It actually looks more alien. So I'm kind of disappointed that they went with what they did for that, because it just didn't quite feel as alien as it could have based on the concept art. That's another thing that kind of bothered me a little bit. He is fast with his gun. Well, yes, he's the fastest gun in the Outer Rim. I don't know. Michael Evans, what did you think about their explanation for Cara Dune not being on the show, joining the Special Forces? I thought that was perfectly fine, nicely added in. I think that was great. I just wish she'd come back to the show. I wish Disney would fucking smarten up. I realized she probably did stupid shit on Twitter. I don't know exactly what she said, but whatever. Separate the art from the artist, for fuck's sakes. Just bring her back. I kind of liked the way they did that. Special Forces was kind of neat. Got her off the show without having to kill her, and there's potential that she could come back. So I thought that was actually kind of well done. So just bring back Cara Dune. Yes, I agree. General Grievous, the Pirate Lord looked like Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs mixed with Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I thought, oh my god, it's Davy Jones. It's just Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's all it is. So, Pumpkin Spice, good luck trying to get Baby Yoda to wear a helmet. LOL. Why? And it's not Baby Yoda, it's Grogu. That's his name. It's not Baby Yoda. I'm not even going to acknowledge any Baby Yoda comments. All you have to do is put a slit in the side for his ears. There's no problem at all. Grogu wants to go fast. He said, wee. Mark Lawrence throws in $5. Thank you so much, Mark. No squeeze. No squeeze. Donnie Pearson, hello again, Cap and all. Hope everyone is doing well. We are. Hope you are doing well as well, Donnie. Good to see you. I need a haircut. I'm just saying. Probably get a haircut tomorrow afternoon or Friday morning, maybe. Say goodbye to these golden locks. Look how long it is. It's awful. Pumpkin Spice, Disney crossovers, new Star Pirates of the Caribbean movie coming soon. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Disney, honestly. Let's be honest. Trying to think anything else to really talk about. I love that. What the hell's the planet's name now? Anyway, I love that it's prosperous now. I love that it's much better under the new management. Definitely a better feel than the last time we saw it. Navarro, is that it? I think it's Navarro. The IG-11 thing is just weird. I assume he's going to go to Tatooine and meet up with his the girl that fixed his ship or gave him the new ship to get the parts that he needs for IG-11, but could be wrong. Grogu is such an awful name. Baby Yoda is better. No. Grogu's fine. Dustin D, we need a Star Wars and Star Trek crossover. We absolutely do not need that. No, we don't. There's some on YouTube. Go watch those if you want to masturbate to that kind of stuff. I don't think we need a Star Trek and Star Wars crossover. It wouldn't work. It'd be awful. No, please don't do it. Ever. If fan versions of it, that's fine. They get creative, they get fun. Yeah, you can watch them. They're over in like 10 minutes. But no, we don't need any official Star Wars, Star Trek crossover. It wouldn't work. I would never want to see it. So, disagree with you. Michael Evans, so is Bo-Katan going for the Dark Saber still? It sounds like it with the way she said, goodbye, Din Djarin. She should be. If she wants to have it, she has to defeat him in battle. So, she should be attacking. So, yes. Pumpkin Spice, Star Pirates of the Coruscant System. There you go. General Grievous, the Special Forces arc with Cara Dune is at least better than what Shaban and Akiva did, taking a dump on a good character with a brutal death they gave Icheb. 100% agree with you there, yes. The Special Forces thing makes the character still seem like triumphant and heroic and gives an excuse for why no one knows where the hell she is. Because she's on a Special Forces mission. It's great. And you can bring her back at any time should you decide to. So, yeah. There is snow in Lake Havasu. Yeah, there's snow here too. Whatever. It's all good. It's all fine. Pumpkin Spice. Star Wars, Star Trek crossover with the Enterprise J. It's gold. Gold. Dustin D. We need Tuesday original actress for Cara Dune back. Oh, you need original actress for Cara Dune back. Yes, don't recast her. No. The hell was her name? Come on, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. Cara Dune played by anyone? Oh my God. Gina Carrera? Gina Carrera, yeah. No? I don't know. What's her name? Tell me. Throw any Trek made in 2005 out of Trek story canon. Oh no. Pirate Lord, tell me, Din Djarin, do you fear death? Arr. The droid thing is really weird. Yes, it's absolutely weird. Let's take these dead parts of this droid, which was assumed dead, and we recovered some of the parts and made a statue and filled in the rest to make this beautiful statue in honor of its great memory and sacrifice. We're going to take that down now and zombify that thing. It is weird. Gina Carano. Thank you, General Grievous. Grogu uses the Force to get his candy. He does, and to spin the chair. Pumpkin Spice, Hulk Hogan, and the new and transgendered Cara Dune. Hey, Ryan is here. Yo, Cap. Yay, what's up, Ryan? How's it going, my friend? Long time no see. You're probably like, why hasn't he been in? I haven't been vaping. I quit vaping quite a while ago. So, right after you visited, pretty much, I just decided, once these few that I have are gone, I'm going to just not do anymore and just haven't done it. So, yeah. Sorry I haven't been in. I should stop in and say hi at some point, and I will, Ryan. But nice to see you. Just joining now, what are your overall thoughts? Fantastic. I'm glad it's back. Wish it was longer. Like I said, it's only 35 minutes long. Picard this season, all the episodes are like 50 minutes or more, which has been fantastic. Mandalorian needs to be longer. It really does. That being said, it feels like they're kind of buffering for time a little bit, and they're kind of filling in some time. A lot of the pirate stuff, the chase stuff, didn't feel needed and felt like it was kind of padding the episode a tad. Overall, though, really enjoyed it. Hated that they changed his helmet. Most people didn't even notice it. Small thing that bugs me. It's something I really liked about the helmet initially, which now they've changed. And if you're just joining us, which I'm sure a lot of you are, I will demonstrate. See, here's the helmet. It's got this cutout here, as you can see. See how the black goes up, and you got this nice little shape. I thought, oh, this always looked good. This new season, the visor extends right to the bottom. So it goes straight across here, and I think it looks absolutely insanely stupid. But this looks so much better. This is freaking great. And it's probably just so they can sell more toys and helmets. So you get the season 3 version. No. Don't mess with the Mandalorian's helmet. I'm sorry, but this look is much better than the new look where it's straight across. And if you haven't noticed it, watch it and see it for yourself and tell me what you like better. I think this is more dynamic. This feels better. This looks better. It's just a more natural fit, I think, for this style of helmet. You put it straight across, it just becomes another Boba Fett helmet. It just becomes another simple Mandalorian helmet. It bugs me to no end that they decided to change it, and I don't know why. It's such an unnecessary, weird change. And yeah, it could be to sell more merchandise. I wouldn't be a bit surprised knowing Disney, but it's just irritating as all hell. So, hands off the helmet, guys. Ooh, it's a nice helmet. Oh, yeah, it's like I'm doing the Home Alone thing. You can't tell, can you? Okay, well. Yeah. Leave the Mandalorian helmet alone. It doesn't need to be adjusted. It doesn't need to be fixed. It doesn't need to be anything. Just leave it alone. It was perfect, just the way it was. Leave it alone. All right. Pumpkin Spice. Gina Carano was pretty good in the first Deadpool movie. Yep, she was. She's been fantastic in everything. I kind of like her. I mean, kind of got a bit of a crush on her. She's kind of hot. So, you know. Dustin D, what if the Picard alternative evil Starfleet Confederation was the Star Wars Galactic Empire? Cool. Only it was not a long, long time ago, or a galaxy far, far away. So. I'll catch the rest later. Gonna focus on this episode. Just started watching it. Yes, Aaron, please go do that. Don't watch me. Watch the episode instead. It's much better than anything I can create. So, Jane Grievous. When they tried to bring IG-11 back, the unnaturalness of it, with him lacking his soul of individuality, reminded me of the abominations and experiments the Seth have made in their fear of dying. Yeah, it reminded me of more of like Pet Cemetery. You know, you'll bring it back, but it's not going to be the same thing as, you know, you knew before. And yeah, it was kind of terrifying and unnatural to see it crawling across the floor like that. Let the poor guy rest. Too bad Quill isn't around, because Quill would be able to fix him. Poor Quill. I wish they wouldn't have killed Quill off. You know, they should have kept him alive. I have spoken. 30 people watching. Awesome. 17 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's try to get those likes up if we can. We have one super chat so far. If anybody wants to super chat, I would really appreciate that. It would go a long, long way to a galaxy far, far away, or something like that. If you want to super chat, please feel free, but at least hit that like button and consider joining the channel as well. Just saying. Don't take off the helmet. This is the way. Yeah, I'm not part of that cult, though. Saying I look better with the helmet on? Is that what you're saying? Because I get that. I understand that. But that's rude. You don't say that. General Grievous, the captain is caressing his helmet now. And welcome to Trekyards After Dark. Long live the pugs. Yes, they're both sleeping. Pumpkin Spice, Disney's creed that Favreau must follow. More profits, this is the way. Donnie Pearson says, I must be honest, I love the Super Sentai-esque Mando costumes in the teaser scene of the Season 3 premiere. Don't know what any of that means, but okay. Dustin D, Captain Jean-Luc Picard was never truly the same after his time at Wolf 359 and being Lucas of Borg. Okay. Are you saying that Picard, who became Locutus, who then became Picard again, became the Mandalorian? I don't understand the connection between that Picard and the Mandalorian, so I'm very confused right now. What? Yeah. So, next episode, I'm calling it, he's going to go to Tatooine. He's going to get the missing part for IG-11. He says he needs IG-11 back because he needs a droid he can trust to explore the Mandalorian homeworld with. Yes, it's been crystallized, it's been turned to glass or whatever by the Empire. We know this. But why does he need IG-11 back? Yes, I know he needs a droid he can trust. I get that. But what specifically is he going to be doing that he needs a droid that he can trust? He says he's going to go bathe in the waters underneath the whatever so he can become part of the cult again. And he'll bring back proof. Now, is he getting IG-11 to take photos? Because when he said, I got to bring back proof that I bathed in these, I just picture him with like no clothes on except like a pair of briefs and his helmet in the water. Like getting some pictures of like him frolicking in the water. You know, but with the helmet on. And like, what proof are you bringing back that you bathed in these waters to cleanse your soul or whatever the hell it is about? What kind of proof are you bringing back? Just a picture? Because really, like, what? I don't know. Mark Lawrence throws in $5. Quill has a brother, a little loony, voiced by Gary Busey. Oh, Gary Busey one, yeah. I mean, hey. Sure, let's do that. Another Ugnaught. I I do miss Quill though. Nick Nolte was pretty great. Gary Busey, eh? Jesus Christ. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would like to have another character like that back. Again, I have spoken. So, yeah, let's do it up. Let's get Quill back. We're going to get IG-11 back. Might as well get Quill back at the same time. Somehow we'll restore Quill. It's a possibility. Who knows? I don't know. Bathe him in the waters of Mandalore and he'll come back to life. Bo-Katan made a point of saying that they're not magical waters. They just supplied us with whatever kind of mineral or whatever. And the rest is just folklore and legend. So they're not actually magical, but they are. I bet you any money they will be. So, oh, good God. George Lucas of Borg. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm glad Mandalorian's back. Like I said, about a month ago, I watched all of season 1 and 2 again, and Book of Boba Fett for the Mandalorian season 2.5, because there's like 2 episodes that are like the Mandalorian. And I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of that rewatch. The show's fantastic. So I am super looking forward to season 3. Episode 1, I wish was a little bit longer. Like I said, it was only 35 minutes, which is a little bit disappointing. But that's kind of been the flow of most of them. Even season 1 and 2, again, around that 35 to 40 minute mark. Not many longer than that. And that's a bit of a shame because this show is so well done. I could stand for an extra like 10 minutes per episode for sure. But as I said before, they seem to kind of be stretching the story a little bit thin in a few spots just to kind of make it 10 episodes or however many it's going to be. And I don't think you necessarily need to do that. It's kind of a sign, like Picard season 2 did it. They stretched that plot super thin in the middle, and it was just awful. So just write a better story that has more going on, so you don't have to stretch it. I have a feeling that they're just kind of at that mark where they're not 100% sure of their storyline. Like, it's good, but it could be wrapped up in 5 episodes, but they kind of got to stretch it to 10. And I hate saying that about The Mandalorian because they've done really well in the past. And I could be wrong. It's only the first episode of season 3, but I have a feeling there's a little bit of that going on, just a tad. And don't get me wrong, the pirate stuff I thought was fun. The chase through the asteroid field was great. Them like swooping down, couldn't see the Razor Crest, couldn't see his new ship, and just one of them gets exploded, and you see the ship burst out from behind an asteroid and go hide behind another one and take out another ship. I think it was really well done and really fun. But it just seemed like it wasn't necessary, all of it. And I gotta say, too, I really appreciate the pirate ship. The pirate ship looks cool, looks like a pirate ship, and I love the cannons and stuff on it. And I'm pretty sure this is a ship we've seen before. This is an old Imperial ship that might have been confiscated or stolen by this pirate guy. And like Moss Man from He-Man much. I instantly got Davy Jones vibes from Pirates of the Caribbean. And I guess that's fine. I would have killed the pirates on the planet, though. Don't let them walk away. I mean, even Mando was like, are you sure you should let him get away? Well, he'll spread the word that this is a good place now, and they shouldn't. No, you kill that bastard. Kill them all. Like, just... It's frustrating. It's frustrating when I see people, when I see them let people walk away, you know? Super Sentai, the Japanese TV genre Power Rangers is derived from. I'm well aware what Super Sentai is. I have no idea what the fuck he was talking about though. In the premiere, I didn't see any Super Sentai things, unless he's talking about the very beginning of the episode where all the Mandalorians are on the beach. But even then, I know what a Super Sentai is, and I don't care. First of all, second of all, I don't get the same vibe that they look at all like the Mandalorians. Maybe a little bit in some spots, I guess, but no, and I would never put the connection together if I would just shown them randomly. Like, does this match this? Not really. That one looks good. That one doesn't. You know. But yeah, I know what Super Sentai is. I'm not that stupid. I'm well aware of what it is. I just don't care, and I don't get the connection that Donnie was trying to make. But anyway. General Grievous. Well, Quill can be brought back, but it would require some voodoo from the Night Sisters of Dathomir, and he'd be more zombified monster than man. Oh, much like IG-11. IG-11 was very much a zombified monster for a second there. Just saying. Pumpkin Spice. You have to watch the Book of Boba Fett episode to understand why Baby Grogu is back with Mando. You'll have to watch the 2 episodes, and they're really great. So, rest of Book of Boba Fett, I can see why people might not like it. I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Sure, it was a little bit in spots, but overall, I really enjoyed it. So I did watch the whole thing again. But yeah, those 2 episodes of Book of Boba Fett are mandatory for Mandalorian. So you can understand what is happening. They are definitely mandatory watches. Mandalorian watches. I said it, yep. General Grievous, smash that like button like I crushed Fleet Paw Swiftback to steal his lightsabers. I don't think he's here tonight. He's been having a rough couple of days, personal-wise, so, yeah. General Grievous, I had been hoping his time with Bo-Katan would help Din break free of his cult. He still has a way to go, breaking free from the Jim Jones children of the Watch Creed. Yeah, his extremist beliefs and that whole the watch thing with not being able to remove your helmet in front of others. You can remove it to like clean yourself and eat, by the way. But no, it is a little bit extreme. But I understand both sides of that. And I can understand his hesitance, his going to say reticence. I don't know if that's the right word. To not stray from that and to actually go to Mandalore, get the honor back for his cult, because it's something he was raised in. So, Picard Mandalorian crossover. Go Fenris Jedi. Dun, 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 dun. Go Fenris Jedi. You mighty Morphin Fenris Jedi. Boba Fett was better than expected. A lot of people would disagree with you. I didn't really have any expectations going in because I didn't know what to expect. So I was like, all right. I even kind of enjoyed the flashbacks with the Sand People stuff. Thought it was very interesting to add to his backstory. Could it have been better? Yes. Should it have been better? Maybe. Should Boba Fett have been more kick-ass? Yeah, probably. But all that being said, I thought it was very well handled. I understand why people didn't like it. I just am not one of those people. I thought it was fine. I thought Obi-Wan was fine as well. Again, I see the flaws in it. I see some of the pacing problems. I see some of the writing problems. I see some of the continuity issues. But I did enjoy it still. So, I'm not as nitpicky, I guess, as some of the other Star Wars people out there. So it is what it is, and it ain't no more. And that's just all it is. So, yeah. It is what it is, and it ain't no more. Arr. General Grievous, I still think Boba may become leader of Mandalore due to that prophecy of the Mythosaur rising to lead Mandalore to a new era, and the crest on Boba's armor being the Mythosaur. Yes. The symbol on Boba Fett's armor is the Mythosaur. It's a Mythosaur skull, and that would be kind of cool. But that would mean Boba Fett would need to defeat Din Djarin in combat to get the Darksaber, which you could do. I would kind of like to see that, actually. I don't want him to kill Din Djarin, obviously, but I don't know why Bo-Katan didn't go at him and like get the saber from him and try to kill him then and there. But with the way her parting shot of goodbye Din Djarin is very much like I'm coming after you, and I'm gonna get that Darksaber, and I'm gonna get my people back, and I'm gonna rule Mandalore. It very much sounded ominous. So I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. What about you guys? Do you guys, like, putting your 2 cents, do you want to see uh, Bo-Katan fight Din Djarin for the Darksaber? Do you want to see Boba get the Darksaber at some point? What do you guys want to see in that regard? Like, I guess he's kind of stuck with it right now. The Mandalorian is stuck with that Darksaber, and somebody has to fight him, essentially, and beat him to get it. Now, Moff Gideon had it, and Din Djarin fought him, didn't kill him, but still beat him in combat. So you don't have to kill Din Djarin to actually win the thing. I don't know. It's just kind of convoluted. I would just say, all right, we're gonna stage a fight. Who cares if anybody knows it's not real? Like, we know it's not real. Nobody else needs to know. I would say, if I don't want the Darksaber, you know, come at me, bro, and just don't deliver a fatal blow. I'll let you have it. I'll do a couple of good rounds, and then I'm gonna take a fall. Because I honestly don't want the goddamn thing. You want it, practice and hone up some of my fighting skills. We'll do a little bit of a sparring match. I don't know, man. General Grievous, Bo was moping like a whiny teenager who got grounded and sent to her room. Yes, her big castle of a room. Sturm Von Ulk looked like a Saturday morning kids live action program. Aliens look cheap and primary colors pop, reminiscent of the Vespa gang. Totally disagree. Sure, there was some vibrant colors on the planet. I don't think the aliens looked at all cheap. Are you talking about Mandalorian, or are you talking about Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan? The Vespa gang was a little out of place for Tatooine. I do agree with that. And kind of stupid also with the spin, twirl, shoot a gun thing. But it's kind of fun as well. I understand where they're coming from with that, even though I don't agree with 100% of it. So, if you're talking about this episode of Mandalorian, I disagree with you. And I got to sneeze. My apologies. All right, Douglas Baird. I find the show to be quite dull and uninspiring. There's not enough to the story. The plot is video game standard at best. Oh, I disagree. I'm thoroughly engaged with The Mandalorian. Like I said, I watched seasons 1 and 2 again, and I thought they were fantastic. They're really fun on a rewatch. It's much better to binge this show because the episodes are kind of short. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, obviously. So, Pumpkin Spice, the USS Protostar for Mando's new ship. That'd be perfect. I would love it. General Grievous, Bo-Katan was always shiftier than her sister Satine, who was genuine. In the trailer for the season, we see Mando N1 being chased on Mandalore by Mandalorian starfighters, so it may be an ambush. Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Her army didn't go off and do their own thing. They are on the hunt for Din Djarin. I would love that. Sturm Von Ulk, the pirates look goofed, especially low rent Swamp Thing. The Swamp Thing guy, or Moss Man from He-Man, did look a little bit stupid. I will admit that. The rest of the pirates looked all right. Typical, shifty alien pirates. And I think it's fine. I see what you're saying there as well. But it didn't bother me too much. Not yet. I can see the pirates getting annoying pretty quick. But again, personally, I don't have an issue with it. So, did they have to rush the new season due to The Last of Us? Not that I'm aware of, no. General Grievous, my question is, what's preventing the pirate ship from glassing Navarro? probably doesn't have the firepower to glass a planet. Um, could probably take some pock shots at the town and cause massive damage, but again, I don't know. I don't know if there's some kind of defense system in place. I don't know. That's a very good question, actually. Um, and you got me stumped on that one. I don't know. And how dare you get me stumped? Uh, anyway, yeah. So, like I said at the beginning, there were a few things that kind of bothered me, and they were minor things, except for the helmet. The helmet is a pretty massive thing, honestly. I really don't like the new look. And most people didn't even catch it, so I feel like kind of an idiot for pointing it out, but it's absolutely 100% true. It just looks a little bit daft. Let's put it that way. So no need to change the helmet. Why'd you do that? Just for merchandising? Well, that's kind of shitty, don't you think? Even for Disney, that's kind of shitty. This is the season 3 minute. Fuck off. His helmet would be the same, first of all. Like, there's no reason that he would get a new helmet. General Grievous says, the weird thing is there's a bit of gray zone. They don't want to be in the New Republic, but maybe they have some deal for protection in place. Could be. I honestly don't know all the ins and outs and politics of it all, so... Pumpkin Spice, what were the droids that destroyed Mando's village in this flashback? Those were Terminator level badass. Those were the original Clone Wars droids. The big leader ones with the arm, not the Roger ones, the leaders of the Roger ones, the generals, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I don't know. Those were the ones in the flashback. And the reason that he doesn't trust droids, I guess. Which, does that make sense? I mean, kind of, not really, sort of, eh. Do I care? Kind of, not really, sort of, eh. I think the not trusting droids thing is just kind of a quirk that never really worked for me since the first second I heard it on screen. I don't trust droids. Like, oh, yeah, that's going to be a funny quirk for you. And then you come to the trust one and IG-88, or IG-11, sorry. And we are now there again where I need one that I can trust. I think that's just kind of a silly thing to have for a character, especially in that world. In the universe of Star Wars, to not trust droids. I get it. Droids only do what they're programmed to. Somebody can alter that programming or whatever the case may be, or you can just go rogue. But I hate to break it to you. There's droids everywhere, my friend. Later in this season, you're going to have a droid in that back bubble. It's going to be one of like the R2. It's one of these guys. The R4D, whatever. I can't remember his designation. You're going to have one of those as your astromech droid. So there's droids everywhere in this society. There's no way that somebody can get through life with, like, I don't trust droids. To the extreme that he did. Like, in the first season when he took the Razor Crest in to Tatooine to get it repaired, and the pit droids come out, and he's like, no, they're not working on my ship. It's like, well, then you're not going to get your fucking ship serviced. I'm sorry, but those are my help. They're the ones that are going to be working on it. So, the droid thing always kind of bugged me and nerfed me a little bit, but it is what it is, I guess. I think it's kind of stupid. There's a lot of things about the Mandalorian I find kind of stupid, but honestly, 80% or more, I really absolutely enjoy. So I really can't complain. It's the best of all the new Star Wars stuff, hands down. So I just feel like I'm talking out of my ass at this point. So anyway, Hit that like button if you haven't already. If anyone wants to super chat, that would be amazing. Please do so. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the season and doing these first reactions with you guys on Wednesday nights. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Thursday night, we have a new, well, tonight, we have a new episode of Picard. So that'll be my first reaction tomorrow night, and then our full review on Friday. So I'm just going to be busy at the end of the week at night. But not really, because we've only had like up to 30 people here. That's it for this one, which is really weird because we've been getting over like 100 and whatever for most of our lives lately. So nobody cares about The Mandalorian, which is one of the reasons that we haven't covered a lot of it. We will review it, both me and Samuel, but we'll do like 3 or 4 episodes at a time just because nobody shows up for them. It's really a weird thing. I want to continue doing them because I love talking about Mandalorian. I love talking about Star Wars. I just love hanging out with you guys. But I'm not going to do it if it doesn't, benefit the channel in any way. If nobody's showing up, it's just kind of shitty. So thank you for everybody that's here. But honestly, for a 35-minute episode, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. Nobody's really putting in anything interesting in the chat that I can latch onto to talk about in regards to this episode or this season. I'm trying to, but unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck right now. And honestly, it's just 23 people, 24 people. That's fine. That's great. But I just thought more people would be interested in the return of the Mandalorian. Like, this is a great time to be a geek. We got new Star Wars on. We got new Star Trek on. It's fucking great. Like, why aren't more people talking about it? And I understand this is a Star Trek channel. Not a lot of people come to us for Star Wars stuff. But I love both. We have a consistent love of both, and we want to talk about both. So thank you for everyone that showed up. Those were B2 super battle droids that were better armed and armored than normal B1 droids. Denver Giver says, I don't trust droids. I never will after what they did to my son. I've never trusted droids. I've never been able to. How's it go? I don't trust Klingons. I always blame them for the death of my boy. Yeah. Wow, my brain's fried. Let's see, 2050, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Star Trek, Transformers, My Little Pony, Barbie crossover. No to all that. Sean says, love the episode. It was great to see Bo-Katan again. Not sure if people who didn't see Book of Boba Fett will understand some things, though. Well, then, if they didn't watch Book of Boba Fett, they're missing the fuck out. And I don't really give a shit. I have no sympathy for them. I don't like it. I'm not going to watch it. Well, then, if you're confused, I don't fucking care. There were 2 episodes that were very clearly focused on the Mandalorian, but you missed them because you're a closed-minded asshole who didn't want to watch something. So, fuck you. You don't understand what's going on? I don't care. It's not my problem to fill you in. Honestly. Like, seriously, just the attitude bugs me immensely. Pumpkin Spice. Maybe wait until 3 Mandalorian episodes air, then do a discussion. That's what we do. That's how we do our reviews. But I am still going to do the first reaction because all it takes is one thing in the episode to really get people hyped, and then people jump in and want to talk about it. So I'm going to be here to do first reactions on every Wednesday night that there is a new Mandalorian. Even if the live only lasts an hour, that's fine too. And that's the way this one's turning out to be because we're almost coming up on that hour mark, and there's just no steam, there's no energy in the room for talking about this kind of stuff. I want to talk about it, but I've already covered everything I wanted to talk about. So I don't know what to say, guys. Sean, I love Book of Boba Fett personally. Good. I did too. I didn't love it. I liked it. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it could be, but I did enjoy it. More so than the haters. It's awful. Bradley Thomas just got here. What changed with his helmet? Okay, I'll end with that because we're going to be wrapping up here. See this? How it goes up, and the visor is like up here, and it's a really cool shape. It always kind of appealed to me. It's changed now. It's straight across the bottom. So it looks... So it looks just like this shit. It goes straight across the bottom now instead of going up. Which, I mean, looks fine for some helmets. You know, it's fine, right? That looks fine. But that's one of the things that I really liked about the Mandalorian helmet is this unique shape here. It made it look kind of more aggressive, different styling than the standard Boba Fett helmet. And now, this season, they just fucking nerfed it because it just goes straight across the bottom of the visor instead of going up here. See where it is? Put my shirt down so you can see. See where it is? It's up here. This is how it looked. Now it just goes straight across the bottom, and I think it looks kind of stupid. This is something that always drew my eye in the first 2 seasons, is this shape. I thought that just looked fantastic. And it's gone now. So that's what I was talking about with the helmet. That's what's changed. Maybe not a lot of people noticed it or care. I noticed it right away, and it bugged me through the entire episode. So I don't know why they changed it. If it's just merchandising, just to sell more toys or more brand new Black Series helmets, that's a really stupid fucking idea. Disney, Jon Favreau, I'm disappointed in you that you would actually like agree to that. Like your Disney overlords kind of thing. It just bugs me that that's the case. This shouldn't be the case at all. You know, because there was nothing wrong with the helmet the way it was. It looked actually great. And there's no explanation. You can't say he got a new helmet, because what would destroy his Beskar armored or his Beskar steel helmet? Nothing. So don't give me that shit that he had to replace his helmet in between seasons 2 and 3 or something. Just kind of dumb. So just kind of stupid, you know? And it's such a small thing. A few people I've talked to didn't even notice it. Some did, but most didn't. Pumpkin spice. I think people like to wait and binge The Mandalorian. There's that too, I guess. I can't wait. If there's new Mandalorian, I'm going to watch it. But Bradley Thomas, yeah, I like the old design. General Grievous, I wonder if they got rid of it because it may be sharp around the edges when Pedro Pascal puts it on or grabs it. No, it's not. I wear this helmet occasionally because I'm a geek, and it's no problem at all. There's no way it would be poking anything. Bradley Thomas, subliminally, I noticed something was different. I couldn't put my finger on it, though. And is that a prototype Boba Fett helmet? Yes, it's the prototype Boba Fett helmet. So there's no dent in it, and it's the white. It's like his original white armor that he was going to have as the prototype. So, but anyway, that's it, guys. I think we'll call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Just coming up on that hour mark. I thought maybe it was to help him see better. No, because it doesn't change the width at the top or in the middle. It just extends it this far to the bottom to meet up. It makes no fucking sense. It doesn't help anything at all. If anything, it'd be a hindrance. There's more air that can get in with it the way it used to be, if you really want to go there. So, yeah. Textical. I just watched the end when he was talking to Bo, and the helmet does have the horizontal arches up the front. For fuck's sakes. Yes, it has these arches. Yes, it does. But this visor part goes right to the bottom and goes straight across now, which looks fucking like stupid, beyond stupid. Yes, it still has these. I understand that. I noticed that as well. But the visor doesn't rest up here between the two. It rests down here. It goes right to the bottom and goes straight across, which is fucking stupid. So textical, yes, you're right. It does do this still. But the visor goes down farther, which which looks fucking stupid. This is a cool look. The way it looks now is just dumb. And I'm sorry I'm ranting about it, and I don't want to piss on Mandalorian because I love Mandalorian. I think it's a great show. So when I saw that, I was just like, ugh, here's something I gotta actually fucking complain about, and I don't like complaining about it. Oh, the glass. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, exactly. General Grievous, what does the Mandalorian dairy farmer say when he's making cheese? This is the way. Badum. Nice. This episode was cuteness overload. Yeah. No squeeze, bad baby. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it there. I'm just not vibing the whole discussing this right now thing. So anybody that's just joining, I apologize. Go back and watch it. I get all my thoughts out, but honestly, there's just like 18 people. Like, seriously. Wow. I'm not even up to like 30 that I usually get for lives. So just people aren't interested in the Mandalorian, and it's sad. Just sad to see. Nobody was interested in Prodigy either. Like, but Picard draws big crowd. It's just like, I don't understand. Anyway, we're going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to tune in next week at Wednesday, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be talking about the next Mandalorian episode, Season 3, Episode 2, Chapter 18, whatever that's going to be called. So join me for that. And tomorrow night, because there's a new episode of Picard dropping, tomorrow night will be first reaction to that. So by all means, join me tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're interested in Picard. And I guarantee you'll get well over 100 people for that one. So if you want to be one of them, please consider joining the channel or subscribing and clicking that bell notification icon so you don't miss any time we upload, either it be lives or edited content. And please join us for these discussions. We really love you guys. So Bradley Thomas throws in $5 for your efforts. Much appreciated. Those super chats mean a great deal to us, more than you realize. So any little bit helps. So thank you very much, Bradley Thomas. I very much appreciate that. And yeah, unfortunately, I just can't talk for another hour rehashing the things I just did because it's literally like half-hour long episode, just over 30 minutes. Kind of. So on that note, thank you so much, guys. Have yourselves a great night. And this is Captain Foley signing off. This is the way. And I have spoken, I guess.